Hello everyone. So welcome to the second class. Yesterday I was having some network issues. So couldn't just take up the class. Okay, I'm sharing my screen and we'll start. Okay, so we have completed till this, right? I was talking about the scalable startup type of entrepreneurs. Okay, now this word entrepreneur, this is pronounced as, in India we might call it entrepreneur, but exactly, a lot of places are it's entrepreneur. Okay, so for me also it is like quite difficult, but yes, I will also take it as a habit, and you also guys use the word as entrepreneur. Okay, it's not entrepreneur, it's entrepreneurs. Okay, so just a second, guys. I just switch on the AC. Okay. So before going ahead, recently I said, I keep checking on the interviews which are what find my knowledge and upgradations. So, the interview was emphasizing on the figure part. I tell you what is it. Okay, my pen is not. Okay, just a second. Just a second. I'm just checking on the pen because pens. Okay, is it good? It's good to go. Just a second. Okay. So he was emphasizing on what figure. Now you all can see the screen also. Now, what is this figure part is, whenever you heard it or you see that, for example, a movie has done a 3 crores of business, right? In a single day. Or maybe it has entered the 500 crore club. Like these things we hear. So now what you have to analyze about these things is break down this. Right? Now, how many, theaters are there? Where the movie has been floated, then how, what would be the capacity? Just go downwards, right? And number of this, tickets sold. Okay, so you'll come to know what would be the price per ticket. In a sense, let's take it 200 to 500. This is the usual range of a excluding the single theaters, right? And the movie prices maybe 80 or 120 and kind of those things, right? Depends on city to city and theater to theater. So this way, if you break down, you will come to know that on particular day 200, let's say 200 and into 2000 tickets have been sold. So what is the figure? 224. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 4 lakh, and let's make it 20,000. So it will be 40 lakhs. Okay. So this way to make it crore. So just break down these things and think on these lines, because when you will have your own business, you should know these breakups. And if you have done a lot of, these kind of calculations, it would be easy for you to build up your own business in these terms, right? Also, in today's world, if we have multiple sources of income, it is not too tough to build up the revenue of 1 crore, right? In 1 month or kind of those things. But even you will reach the 1 crore, but you have to have 5 to 7 years of rigorous research, and the content power, the power of the knowledge subject, or the business you are building up. Okay, so if you have worked, very hard for 3 to 5 years, you can reap results soon, right? So that is the normal that today's world calculations move on, right? Okay, so let's talk about the scalable startup. Now, what is the scalable startup? These are the companies that start with a unique idea, right? That can be built to a large scale. Think Silicon Valley. What is a Silicon Valley? Silicon Valley is a place where you find the exact ecosystem for an entrepreneur. What is an ecosystem? Where you will find, investors, you will find tech guys, you will find the product niche, or you'll get a lot of ideas to build up the product. Maybe digital marketing can be a part of this. So a lot of things, whatever you require to scale up your business, or to take your business to the next level, you find it at Silicon Valley. I've heard that, you all, if you know the promoter of shadi.com, Anupam, right? He said in initial years he went to Silicon, he stayed over there without any money, like he was not having that much of money, and he was finding out the investors over there. Why he would have went there? Because he thinks that was thinking that he will find a good investor over there, right? So Silicon Valley is famous for all these things, and because I've heard from him, so I know that, yeah, this is the place a lot of opportunities exist, right? The hopes are to innovate with a unique product or service, and continue growing the company, continuously scaling up over time. So continuously scaling means increasing your revenue year on year, or month on month, and not only the revenue, their PAT also, profit after tax. Okay, I will give you a case study of one of the companies, APL Apollo. Okay, it's a listed company, right? Also, the Starbucks I already said. We'll talk about that also. Now, this particular company, I will talk, in detail also. This particular company emphasized only on capturing market share, okay, in initial years, right? And their PAT was almost negligible. Okay, 7 crores, then 10 crores, 15 crores. This way they went. But the revenue was very, very hefty. The reason was the CEO, Mr. Gupta, was there, and his intentions was he's a physics background guy, and since AP Apollo is a tube making company, okay, steel tubes they make. So his main intention was to capture the market, okay, maybe by keeping the price low, or maybe giving the a better supply, or whatever technology, the I would say the they have introduced the things. Their intention was to capture the market, right? So they started with a very, not this product, a very common product. It is not a very niche product or a very unique product, but they when they started, the market share was very low. But today they are enjoying a 55% of market share. It's a big thing. They can rule the market. They can, they have the potential of capturing the greatest sale, the raw material they are taking from JSW. So a lot of many things are there. Also, what kind of a policy they have nowadays? They have a policy of cash and carry. uh okay, before going ahead, let me give this only, because this is a live example. You can also go and explore. Recently, only 2 to 3 days before, only I prepared this, right, for one of my investors. And the policy they are having is the cash and the carry. Now, and you will be surprised, what is their working capital cycle? Working capital cycle. Uh, if you would like to write in the chat box, are you all aware what is a working capital cycle? Okay, if you would like to write, otherwise, I will explain you. Because being an entrepreneur, you have to have ideas of all the angles, like universal idea. Okay, you cannot stay in the market unless you have a universal idea, right? So at your surprise, I would say a normal company has a working capital cycle of 30 to 45 days. Okay. But this company, AP Apollo, they have a working capital cycle of only and only 5 days. And guys, this is absolutely stunning. The reason behind this AP Apollo reaching so heights, okay? And the share price, if I tell you right now, it is 1700 or approx, and it was so low. It was in 2 digits, okay, two, then it became to three, and now it is 4 digit they are on. Now, my point is their journey can be an example for us as an entrepreneur. We can also build up the same thing, if we like something about this company, how they build up. And right now, the position they are enjoying in the market is absolutely fabulous, right? Also, they are hiring more talents. They are continuously into R&D. More projects are coming up. They are also now into aviation sector. They are entering Dubai market, which is their first international venture. So a lot of things are there. Now, why I'm saying all these things, this is a kind of a case study which I've did. And from in 10 years, what tremendous growth this company has. Now, why you think, you have to think like this? If you want to grow, you have to go through a lot of case studies. You have to read a lot of articles. You have to read a lot of books, entrepreneurs' mindset, motivation. So a lot of things will come up during this journey, right? In one sense, it can be a challenging part, but if you do it thoroughly, it can be absolutely a life-changing scenario for all of you, right? So, uh, okay, let me just share the APP Apollo, the write-up, and then we'll again come back to this. Just give me a moment. So, only few things are there. I'm just sharing. Instead of taking you to the write-ups, okay, let me give you the core part, what is there. Okay, see, company APL Apollo, mastermind. Who is the mastermind? Mr. Ashok Kumar Gupta. He's a physics graduate. If I talk about the year 13-14, what was the turning point for this company? They started implementation of SAP. SAP is a software which is absolutely, makes the accounting easy and capturable. One more important thing, they had a distribution network of 300 plus distributors. What they did in year 13-14, they floated a luxurious cruise party for 3 to 4 days, okay? And there they invited these 300 plus distributors. So these distributors, they spread this APL Apollo, what we say, the product all over the world. Okay, so they took care of the distributor, and distributor took care of their company. This is a very important point, guys. Without marketing, you cannot survive in the market. Okay, so as an entrepreneur, remember the marketing expenses which you do. If today you are doing 10,000, next time it has to be 12,000, 14,000. Do not reduce your marketing expenditure. Marketing expenditure is the I would say inevitable for your company. If you compromise on marketing, definitely your revenue is going to decrease. Okay, so think always, and don't think this marketing is it's a wastage expense. No, 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 guys. If you are a proper entrepreneur, you will always put emphasis on marketing, and marketing can only take your company to the next level. Now, why I'm saying so? Because if you look at the CEOs and CFOs, you will find most of them who are successful. They have somewhere or the other the marketing background with them. Okay. Otherwise, it's very difficult to survive in the market. So marketing expenses should be the priority, right? And after that, obviously, you have to provide the proper service and follow-ups, upscale, downscale. I'm a fan of marketing. Being a finance field, I feel that, after finance, marketing should be my forte, right? So I'm working on this, and I will share a lot of practical knowledge which I am getting right now, right? I'm also doing, I said, now I keep myself updated, right? So a lot of marketing course I have also done. So we'll definitely update you regarding the same. Okay, so in 13-14, what was the receivable cycle? 30 to 45 days. What next they did was mergers and acquisitions, converting six, it is sort not, sorry, six, it is six, sick. Okay, so they started converting 6 units within a 1 year takeover acquisition of Sri Lakshmi Udyog 100% subsidiary, and then they converted it into a 100% subsidiary, right? And converting them into a 1 year time, 6 unit, acquiring them, then converting them in a 1 year time is again a very fabulous thing, because it takes years and years, right, to convert these 6 units. What benefit they must have got? Tax benefit they have got. The unit was established. So, today they have more than 26 manufacturing units all over the India. So it's a big thing, guys. right? So these are the benefits they have done. These are the tactics, or I would say, what we can say the company has done in 13-14. In 13-14, they had very low margins and negligible PET. Main focus was to acquire market share. So they succeeded also. And if I talk about this 2020, okay, this will be 22. Okay, 22 and 23. So they have debt to equity ratio of 0.1, which is also very good, almost negligible debt. Networking capital cycle reduced to 5 days, as I've already said it. What is their policy? First pay cash and then take the product. Okay. So what does it mean? You cannot, you don't have a credit cycle. The payment you will get first, and then the distributor will take away the product. So that's a very good thing. Okay. 55% market share they are enjoying. Continuously research and development they are doing with IIT, Rotary institutes and other institutes. Now today they have distributors of more than 900 plus. Okay, so these many people are there in the distribution network, which is creating a lot of benefit to the company. They are 55% market share they've already acquired. Maybe in future you can see more coming up. I'm sharing my screen again. Now, what happens if you have already reached a 55% market share? I tell you, see the company graph or a live graph, they go like this. It goes like this, and after a certain point, you will have a fall. Okay. Now, 55% market share they have already acquired. So, what will happen now? CCI will be behind them, Competition Commission of India. If they monopoly the market, if they do the wrong deeds, this CCI will trash them, or put penalties on them. So these kind of things will occur because they are enjoying more than 50% share. So CCI will constantly watch them. If in case they make any error, something like this, they are bound to get a lot of notices. Okay. Now, since this was the AP Apollo, the company analysis and everything, there are a lot of more things inside this company, but this is a snapshot which I have prepared. Once we complete our this curriculum, I will take you to the annual report and will show you how you can also extract a lot of things from these kind of annual report. Okay, and if I start doing that, it will take away a lot of classes. But so that's why I want to complete our syllabus before, and then we'll work on that. Okay. So Silicon Valley, I explained you. These type of companies often requires investors and large amounts of capital to grow their idea and expand their multiple markets. Now, if I talk about markets, don't think just indigenous. Okay. Always think of an international market also. Now, to step in the international market, either you have to have connections, networking, because every time if you have any issues, you cannot visit. So kindly, the first approach would be to go with the commission one or the broker houses. Okay. Because they will take care of your payment side, they will take care of the products and services you are selling. So initially, kindly, go with the brokers, and then if you are established, then no issues, you can go on your own the way you want to continue. Large companies. Let's talk about some of the larger companies. Large company entrepreneurship is a new business division created with an existing company. The company is established. Now they want to create a larger company. The existing company may be well placed to branch out into other sectors, or it may be positioned well to become involved in the new technology. What I foresee for the AP Apollo is, since they have already acquired in the tube sector, they are coming with more products. Okay, they have almost they have a very good product range, 120, something like that. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Tiger Shroff is their brand ambassador. A lot of things are there, because, whenever the topic will come, I will analyze those what I have already read. So the point is, since it has acquired a 55% share, next what they are going to do, they might take up a new division. Okay, they might do something else which is related to this, or maybe anything which is not related also, because there is a limit, right? You cannot go on expanding. You will not be able to acquire 100% market share, right? So it is better to diversify. CEO of these companies either foresee a new market for the company, or individuals within the company generate ideas that they bring to the senior management to start the process and development. So yes, large companies, how they do, one product they have developed, it is on the developed stage, then they will go for the new product and development, right? So that kind of an approach large companies make. What is a social entrepreneur? The goal of a social entrepreneur is to create a benefit to the society and humankind. This form of business focuses on helping communities or the environment through their products and services. They are not driven by the profits, but rather on helping the world around them. Now, over here, I would like to add that, a lot of recycling companies are coming up. And it's not that they are only doing the social work, they are making profit out of it. Uh, if you are aware, there's a channel called Epic. Okay, in that I used to see one of the programs used to come where they emphasized on the companies, those who are into this, benefiting the society and the our environment, right? I'm not sure how much you have seen. So Epic is the channel. If you get a chance, kindly go and look at it. Okay. So they were all doing what? They were benefiting the society. They were benefiting the environment. At the same time, they were making profits also, right? But the main motive was to bring greenery or to recycle things, no wastage, no plastic, kind of that theory was there. Now, how these social entrepreneurs would get money if they only have the social, well-being and all these things? See, guys, they get charity donations. Okay, if you are aware, we are going to talk about the CSR also. CSR, I tell you, corporate social responsibility. Now, few years back, companies made it compulsory that I will tell you the turnover. Also, turnover. I think it's 5 crores or something like this. So after that turnover, if your company is earning so much of turnover, or the guidelines are there, I don't remember the figures. So profit is there. You have to compulsory do the CSR activity. Okay. Now, what is CSR? CSR is a kind of a charitable thing. You have to, companies have to do it. And this is the benefit they are providing to the society. Why to the society? Because they are earning from the society. So the Companies Act made it compulsory for these highly earning companies that at least you have to contribute 2 to 5% of your earnings towards the society. Now, so either they will open up their own charitable trust, or they will contribute to different trusts. So if anyone is going for social entrepreneur also, they can go and check for the donations and CSR activities. So it's not that they will not earn. Okay. Yes, yeah, they might have low margins, but donations help them to earn all these things, right? So they need not work for free. They might get reward in a kind of a donation. Okay. Most of the donation they utilize for the cause they are doing. The rest can be their salaries and everything can be taken out, right? So that way, the social entrepreneur have these kind of qualities. Okay, the big question comes to us, how to become an entrepreneur. So one or two examples are there. And absolutely, I also started my journey like this, and I've seen a lot of people. Maybe, in coming classes, I will try to bring on the interviews of some of the entrepreneurs, those who have made crores of businesses. Okay. I'm on that way. Okay. I'm finding out good entrepreneurs. So for my interviews. So we'll bring them on board, and we'll listen to them also, because whatever I'm saying, right? But then when you hear it from the entrepreneurs, those who have themselves done this, it will have an impact. Absolutely, I tell you, they have also done these things. They have been doing these things only. Why some people are successful and why not? Because some of them implement things, and most of them doesn't implement, right? So that's the only difference. So we'll bring it on board soon, right? After retiring, now, this is just an example. After retiring her professional dancing shoes, Judy Shepard Messett became an entrepreneur by teaching a dance class in order to earn some extra cash, right? If you are in job, I tell you one thing. If you are in job and you want to be a entrepreneur, what you should do, you should first of all you should not leave the job like that only. Otherwise, you will be in a heavy crunch of money, right? You should not be that decision. You should start side hustle. Now, what is the side hustle? That Monday to Friday you are doing job. Okay, I'm also Monday to Friday. I'm practicing and taking classes, and then Saturday Sunday do some extra things to build up your business. Okay, so that way, or Saturday Sunday you are doing, Saturday Sunday you are doing, and so when you are doing, you have to sacrifice a lot of things. You have to study, or you have to make some plans. You cannot go out, you cannot chit chat, you cannot enjoy. It's a lot of compromises you should do. You have to do, sorry. Initial years, if we put in a lot of efforts, definitely it is worth sharing. What happened? The screen is loading, guys. Yes, I don't know what happened. Okay. So side hustle means do some extra thing beyond your jobs and everything. And if you are still an entrepreneur, still Saturday, Sunday, when everyone is not working, put some extra efforts, right? So what this lady did, she was doing a dance class to extra on some extra money, but she soon learned that women who came to her studio were less interested in learning precise steps than they were in losing weight and toning them up, right? We all know the ladies usually now gents are also part of this. They want a toned body and a fit and that kind of a body they want, right? So this lady then trained instructor to teach her routines to the masses and the jazzer exercise. Okay, jazz and exercise combination word is there, was born. So what she did, she combined jazz and exercise. We can lose weight through exercise also. Soon, a franchisee deal followed, and today the company has more than 8,300 locations worldwide. So, this way, her journey started. Absolutely, in between, a lot of things must have happened. We cannot discuss point wise, but the point is this way you get an idea, it clicks, and then you go ahead. Following an ice cream making, this is another example. Following an ice cream making correspondence course, two entrepreneurs, Jerry Grenfell and Ben Cohen, paired $8,000 in savings and 4,000 they took a loan, leased a Burlington gas station, and purchased equipment to create uniquely flavored ice cream for the local market. So this is started with $12,000. So if you multiply by 80, let's take it 12,000. So it 1,20,000. Okay, I'm just doing with the okay, sorry, 12,000. 1,20,000 and then 12 lakhs. Okay, 12 lakhs they started. So today Ben and Jerry's hauls in millions in annual revenue. Why? Because they stick to their idea. They had something in them, and the entrepreneurs' ideas and everything they implemented. In the 21st century, the example of internet giants like Alphabet, the parent company to Google, Meta, formerly Facebook, both of which have made their founders widely wealthy, have been clear examples of the lasting impact of entrepreneurs on the society. There are more, the list is huge, guys. The list is huge. So many entrepreneurs have come up. The Shark Tank, Shark Tank is not only in India, it's US also. It's in fact, it has been, the idea has come up from this only, US only, right? So there are a lot of entrepreneurs right now. Okay, so the list can be huge. Unlike traditional professions where there is often to define path to follow, the road to entrepreneurship is mystifying the to most. Why? Because it has a lot of hurdles up and down. What works for one entrepreneur might not work for the next, and the vice versa. Absolutely true. The way each and every individual is different, entrepreneurship will be different only. Yes, few rules will remain the same, but the ingredients and the products will definitely differ. Guys, just a second. I just be back. Okay, so Yes, the no entrepreneur can be same, no ideas can be same. In fact, the communication, if we are in a wrong communication, what will happen, if you got one from one person, but you communicated it wrongly to another person, so there can be a lot of mishaps done. Okay, so the communication power again, and okay, this is one more addition to become a true entrepreneur. Few skills which is not there in the writer, but I will tell you it will be there, but mixed up everywhere. First of all is public speaking. As if you don't have these skills, now kindly take coaching for and start developing them. Okay, public speaking, communication, marketing skills, and sales. Now, going through this journey, okay, I'm a finance, pure finance. I've been in financing through all of my, right now I'm working from more than a decade. The point is, uh, in my initial years, I didn't realize that, these skills are so very important. Okay, I only concentrated on my work that, and I should know how to do the CA, the filing and the income tax audit and all direct tax and all those things, right? But now soon, the markets are changing. If I know the work, okay, but I don't know how to get clients, how to convert them, how to do the marketing, how to speak to them, how to get your money, okay, how to charge money, okay. Otherwise, there is a lot of competition in the market. Why someone will give me, okay? So a lot of challenges started cropping up. So when these challenges started cropping up, I said no, something is missing in me. I need to work upon these things. So as an CA, I feel that usually as an individual, let's put apart the CA part. As an individual, public speaking is at most important. I should have that much of courage that I can stand in front of a whatever crowd is there and I can speak my heart. How you can speak that? If I have the power of content. Okay, if I don't have the power of content, if I don't know, so I started developing this also. How I developed this? By reading books, by reading newspapers, by listening to a lot of motivational speakers and a lot of gurus and all those things. Okay, so not only the motivational, but the entrepreneurs, the if I am not sure, Brahma Kumaris, then Reiki, different varieties of content I started listening to and I started preparing. Okay, the more I listen, the more I'm able to speak. So I have a lot of content, so I now have the power to speak in the public, because I can speak on my topic at least, without any PPT. Also I can speak for hours, right? For example, I used to take the classes for stock market. Okay. Now, without any write-up also, I can, talk about stock market for hours and hours. Why? Because now I know the content by heart. I have, worked on this. I have prepared the content. So I know everything about it. Similarly, communication, how to communicate yourself, how to, present yourself. That's the most important thing. Which words we should use, where we should stop, where we should not stop, where we should smile, kind of those things. So communication, how to communicate, and the marketing skill. Guys, if we do not know how to market, if you as an entrepreneur, you started your journey, now somewhere down the line, if you want to expand, you require money. But if you don't know how to speak, or how to market yourself or your business, no investor will invest in your company. Okay, see, it may happen that you are not a good marketing. So what will happen? You will get investor, but it will take time, and the investor will put more pressure on you, and you have to fulfill his all conditions, and kind of those things will happen. But if you are a good marketer, you can get the deals done on your conditions. Okay, so now this is the difference. If you know marketing, then also you'll get the investors. If you don't know, then also you'll get. But what is the difference? Being a perfect communicator, public speaker, marketer, you'll have things done on your conditions. I want this share. I'm going to work like this. I want this much money. I want this much time, X, Y, Z. And if we are not well established speaker, well communicated, well marketer, what will happen? We'll agree. Okay, investor is coming up. Please take away. He will say, I will take more than 55% share. You will say, okay, I will not give you this much. I will give you debt with interest on it. You will say, okay, I don't have any investor. What to do? I have no other way out. I have to survive. Go for it. So this is the power of the skill development within us. Okay, and this power can only it's an easy one. Okay, you cannot purchase it. You have to apply this and learn this. Okay, and once you learn this, implement also. Learning will also not help, huh, guys. If you want to really be a big giant entrepreneur, you have to implement these things. Okay, in day-to-day life, you have to do it every now and then. You have to think of these things and improve. Okay, now this piece of information which I explain to you, this is all a part of my courses which I do. It's not that I just give the courses. I myself have to upgrade myself, isn't it? So it's absolutely practical. Today's I'm talking about, I'm not talking about any olden days. So this is the skills required in today's scenario. Okay. Okay. So that said, there are 7 journal steps that many successful entrepreneurs have followed. So, some write-up, the content has to be prepared. So let's talk about the 7, and the steps the entrepreneurs have done. Okay. Ensure financial stability. Absolutely. Entrepreneur, you have to have profit with you. You cannot be say that, my cash is burning. I don't have much profit. No, no, no. That will not do, right? This first step is not a strict requirement, but is definitely recommended. While entrepreneurs have built successful businesses while being less than financially flush, starting out with an adequate cash supply and stable ongoing funding is a great foundation. Working capital should be there, day-to-day expenses you should have. Maybe you don't have a huge capex fund, huge surplus fund, but a reasonable cash should be there with you. Your cash should look good, when you start up your business or, in the journey coming ahead, right? This increases an entrepreneur's personal financial runway and gives them more time to work on building a successful business rather than worrying about how to keep raising money or paying back short-term loans. If you have sufficient cash, so financial stability, it give you mental satisfaction also, right? Definitely, we are all earning. Maybe you are a student, you will earn soon. The point is, if you have cash with at home also, what is the security we feel that if we have a lot of, lot of in the sense, the money which we require, we are mentally satisfied. Same way is with the business. If you have sufficient money to pay off your day-to-day activities, if you have taken loan to pay off the interest and everything, you are absolutely okay. And then you can concentrate on building up the business. But if you're having the cash crunch and low cash cycle, sorry, high cash cycle and all those things, what will happen? All focus will be there, and the successful journey of your business will have an breakdown, right? Because your all focus would be on your what managing cash problems. So where you will concentrate on the success, hiring or scaling of your business. So ensuring financial stability is the utmost priority of any business starting point. Build a diverse skill set. See, I have already talked about that, but let's see what skills they are also recommending to us. Once a person has strong finances, once you have strong finances, okay, you have bought from your parents or your friends and families, what is the next step? It is important to build up a diverse set of skills and apply those skills in the real world. I just said these things to you. Acquire and apply. AA, acquire and apply. The beauty of the step 2 is that it can be done concurrently with step 1. You don't have to wait. Okay, that can be both can be implemented at the same time. The skill set can be achieved through what? Learning and trying new tasks in real world settings. Learning, guys, I tell you, now the investor with whom he's a very good investor. He's investing in crores and crores of rupees. Still, he's saying that I want to learn. But he feels that if he keeps on learning, exploring, and everything, then he would be on a better side. He actually And there's a huge team with him, a lot of star accountants and merchant bankers. They are working for him, but still he's learning because he wants to know the depth of all those things, right? What a CA studies. We study in depth everything, working capital also, balance sheet also, cash flow also. So these things he wants to learn. Now, why I'm emphasizing this? It's not that if you reach a level you stop learning. Kindly don't do stop learning, because learning is a process which will take your journey high. For example, if an aspiring entrepreneur has a background in finance, they can move into sales role at the C. I just give you an example. Since I'm from a finance background, I'm moving to the sales because at that existing company is necessary to be a successful entrepreneur. So, sales is absolutely very important, guys. Once a diverse skill set is built, it gives an entrepreneur a toolkit that can rely on when they are faced with the inevitably of tough situations. Whenever there is a tough situations, okay. Sometimes it may happen that the sales and marketing you have hired or the person you have hired, they're not performing the job properly, okay. But if you have that at least skill, what will happen? You can manage those skills, okay. I'm not saying that you have to do everything, but at least if you know, you can manage that part out for a time being, till you hire a new person. If you don't know what will happen, you'll be stuck, your business will be stuck. So what will happen? You'll incur a loss. Instead of that, if you have acquired a bit of skill, for example, if you YouTube also, okay, basic skills if we acquire, and we are onto YouTube and we have a channel and everything, and our uh, sometimes our editor says no, he'll not be able to do the work. Meanwhile, we hire a new one. In that period, what will happen? At least we can work if we have the knowledge, okay, a basic knowledge. I'm not saying we have to learn everything in detail and everything. A basic knowledge of a lot of skills can be a important and integral part of our entrepreneurship journey, right? If you remember physics wala, if you have seen, initially when he started the Akal, sorry, Alak. He was, editing and everything he was doing on his own because he didn't have money to do all those things, right? So he tried online, offline, he searched, he saw the other videos and edited his content and everything. And then slowly and gradually, he had a team to do all those things. But he didn't stop. If he would have waited that who will do all these things and I don't have money to hire someone, he wouldn't have reached where he is today, right? Physics Wala is a very great example for an entrepreneurship journey. If you have not seen the movie, kindly go and check Physics Wala. It's, I think, free on Amazon Prime mini movie. It's there, right? So kindly go and check. It's a very beautifully crafted movie, and each and every dialogue is also very crafted nicely. I personally really like the movie. Half CA is also there. If you are, you were to look at that. It's not about the entrepreneurs, that's why I'm not emphasizing, but these kind of movies are there. Much has been discussed about whether going to college is necessary to become a successful entrepreneurs. Over here, I would say after COVID, a lot of people, a lot of students are dropping out, not from the college, instead of from the schools. Okay, I had a lot of lot of, in a sense, few of the students I met. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I have dropped my school and I am working for this." Okay, so now it's a one-to-one decision. I won't comment on these things. The point is, if you feel like that you have the proper idea regarding your company learnings and everything, go ahead, try out these things, right? Before the people used to drop out college. Now the people are students are dropping out the school only because 11 12 till 11 12, or the teachers are not teaching us anything and they are wasting our time. So this is the the things are going on in the market right now. Many well-known entrepreneurs are famous for having dropped out of college. Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, to name a few, and maybe there's a huge list we don't know. Though going to college isn't necessary to build up a successful business, it can teach young individuals a lot about the world in business. It's I would say, personal call, what you should do, what you should not do, dropping out or not doing or not completing. But the point is, It is not that really that you drop out of college and you'll be a successful entrepreneur. It is not that, right, guys? You have to have that qualities, okay? Then only you'll be a successful entrepreneur. And the famous college dropouts and the exceptions rather than the norms. College may not be for everyone, and the choice is personal. Yes, this is what I just said. But it is something to think about, especially with the high price tag of a college education in the US. We don't know why they did that. In the US, the education is so costly, right? So maybe they at that point they are not able to afford those things. So, and in India, the things are different, right? Yeah, nowadays, if you go to a private college, it has a lakhs of fee. Agree to that. College, schools also are having a huge fee structure. But again, personal call, not to comment. Okay. Consume content across multiple channels. When I started the class, I said, take from wherever you can get it. Okay. Do not waste your time, guys. Do not indulge in, entertainment. Rather, switch to education. Okay. This is the mantra for today. Do not put your time, energy, efforts in entertainment. Rather, switch to education. Now you'll say that it is very difficult. No, it is not difficult, guys. I have stopped, in fact, I was not never involved. I was not interested in entertainment. A lot of things are there and the distractions are also there. So many distractions are there, right? Starting only, I was like, bit concentrated that what I have to do and everything. But today, in today's world, if we are not doing any education or upgrading ourselves, then we'll go back. In fact, a younger child than us will teach us 10 things if you're not educating ourselves. Technology has increased. A lot of challenges will come up if you don't educate yourself, right? So kindly do not stop educating yourself in each and every channels, whichever and wherever you get. Remember, if you remember that movie, Three Idiots, what this Amir Khan says, knowledge is there everywhere. Okay, you can sit and take it from any class. Okay, though no one is going to do that, but this is the reality, right? And important as developing a diverse skill set is the need to consume a diverse array of information and knowledge building details is equally so. The content part. This is also a very good business right now in today's world. This content can be in the form of podcast. Just try to understand these things, right? Or you can listen to podcast. You can read books. You can read articles or lectures. In fact, more than this, a lot of things are extra things are there. Kindly, take up your own way of educating yourself. The important thing is that the content, no matter the channel, should be read in what it covers. Don't read and grasp the wrong content. Okay, kindly check the background of the person. Okay, then only follow him or her, and just check whether he's really giving the right knowledge. In today's world, I've seen YouTube. A lot of people are there. I'm not saying that they do give wrong content, but sometimes you'll see a video, ये करिए ऐसा हो जाएगा, ये करिए. I'm just saying in Hindi. Are they are qualified to say all these things? Okay, most of them are not, guys. Okay, a doctor, a normal person giving doctoral kind of an advice in the name of Ayurveda or kind of those things. If they are giving in the name of Ayurveda, are they Ayurveda certified? That's a big question. So kindly follow those persons whom you trust, those who have a background, degree, authenticity, then only follow those persons and also there whatever they are saying. So kindly check. In today's world, a background check is most important. Otherwise, what will happen? You will land up in a wrong content area. Aspiring entrepreneurs should always summarize themselves with the world around them so they can look at industries with a fresh perspective. Okay, hiring new talents also will help you regarding this. Giving them the ability to build up a business around the specific sector. So if you have chosen the sector, for example, you have chosen the cement industry. Okay, you should know each and everything about the cement, right? It's not that, only knowing the process will do. No, how many competitors, a small things also, how many plants, how many days the plant work, which is the off season for cement industry, rainy season, off in the season, how much time it takes to deliver, how much tons of load a truck can handle. Minute things also you should know of your business. Then only you'll be able to find out the solution when the problem occurs, and then only you'll be able to make a successful business. Okay, so problem also comes. How to handle that. Identify a problem to solve. Entrepreneurs, sometimes you don't have the idea to start. Okay. So this particular writer will help you to make you understand. If still you are not clear, okay, you might have taken this program because you want to know how to build up your business, but you don't have any product or services with you. But this particular writer will help you to understand what service or what this thing you have to start with. So identify a problem to solve through the consumption of content across multiple channels. An aspiring entrepreneur is able to identify various problems in need of solutions. So if you start up your products or services to solve any problem, in the sense, I will give you a lot of example ahead. For example, a lot of people were having the problem of drinking water. Okay. So, it was very difficult. They were not getting in the taps, and everyone was very having issues with putting up the RO machine, the purifiers, because it was very costly. So a new idea came up to solve the problem of these people, that the tanks came up, okay? The 20-liter tank, So big plants were developed where the water gets purified, these tanks were filled, and this particular 20 liters tank is coming for how much rupees? 20 or 40. So it's cheaper also. So with this tank, what the entrepreneur is doing, he's solving the problem of drinking water for lots and lots of people. Okay. In a lot of cities you'll see a lot of people order these tanks, and this is in cold and hot water, sorry, normal water, whatever you want, right? So this is a solving a problem. So look around, you'll find a lot of businesses which are solving problems. Then only they are able to survive, they will able to get their clients, and they will make profit. Now, one business adage dictates that a company's product or service needs to solve a specific pain point. What was the meaning of adage? I think some specific advantage. Okay. I heard that time. I find it out that time. But just an adage. It's a short statement expressing a general truth. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of an proverb which shares the general truth. So dictates that the company's product or service needs to have a, what they're emphasizing is you need to have that kind of a product which can solve the pain point of anyone. Okay, so if that is there, they you'll have a lot of repeated customers also, and you'll not have any issues in finding the customers. So you need to solve a pain point. Then only your business can be a successful one, either for another business or for a consumer group. So either you can, you know, a supply chain. Okay, there's a term called supply chain. Okay, guys, nevertheless, we have ended up our time. What we'll do is we'll uh, we'll continue with this tomorrow, and tomorrow I will start with the supply chain first, and then we'll go from here, right? Kindly come up with your questions. Okay, make this a class of interactive one. I'm trying to give you the best of the knowledge going on the industry right now. There are lots more things available, but whatever I'm going through, I'm trying to give to you all, right? Okay, so thank you and bye-bye. Meet you tomorrow.